you!
Yes, you! If you like what you see, please hit the like, subscribe, share button, click the bell to all notifications on if you want to know every single time I upload. I play video games, I do funny videos, I am an absolute crazy ranting crazy person. Please share to Twitter, Facebook, Blogger. I still don't know what the crap Blogger is. And enjoy the video. While we're on the subject of ranting about people, there's this guy. Which guy, you ask? Oh, we'll get to him. Hello, everyone. I am MechaRandom42. Still the one, still the only, yada yada. Subscribe. I am on the blacklist. I am on the shadow ban. We know it, you know it. And I apologize for having to sit there and shill every single time the subscribe and the likes and the yadas. You guys, you know the drill. Who guy? This one. That's too tiny. Bad me. Don't do that, me. This one! This guy! Alex Hutchinson! What did Alex Hutchinson do? What did he do? Well, and this is me being on Twitter too much. And, you know what? Shame on me for being on Twitter too much. I know I probably shouldn't be. This guy! And we're gonna cancel him too. Alex Hutchinson! At Bang Bang Click! He's a creative director at S&G Montreal Studio, previously Journey to the Savage Planet, Far Cry 4, Assassin's Creed 3, Spore, Sims 2, etc. All opinions are my own. Oh, it's me too. Where is he? Streamers worried about getting their content pulled because when they use music they didn't pay for should be more worried than the fact that they're streaming games they didn't pay for as well. It's all gone as soon as the publishers decide to enforce it. Well, neener. You know what I said to him? Where's my reply to him? Did I retweet him? I quote tweeted him. Alright, first off, I do play music on Twitch sometimes, and I just delete it after the fact because people don't watch it after the fact anyway. That's the thing. So if I'm playing music, and I am gaming too, and follow me over on Twitch. I changed it over to MechaRandom42 because it used to be Random Game User 42. I do stream games, and I stream them here on YouTube from time to time. That's how I started my channel, and so the Star Trek people started going all alt-left wackadoo nut jobs on me. Calling me everything from an is to a phobe for saying that Michael Burnham is a bad character. Even if it were a white man, they would be a bad character. And yeah, they named a woman Michael. Don't get me started. It's stupid. This guy, to you, Alex Hutchinson, I say, you do realize that when a giant streamer or any streamer picks up a video game, they sell another copy of that video, every single one. And then the ones who don't are only maybe getting 2 or 3 viewers over on Twitch. Those are the ones. Thank you for following me over on Twitch. I really, really appreciate it. These people who get all high and mighty don't realize that if you have a Jacksepticeye or a PewDiePie streaming a video game, you're going to sell millions of copies. And that was always the unwritten rule of, especially an indie game developer. You let people do Let's Plays because you know it sells video games. And sometimes you'll get the publishing companies for the music coming in and copyright claiming it. Or you'll get some of these companies, I want to say Capcom, or is it still Capcom that really does it? Some of these companies, whoever does Monster Hunter, actually, will get all of the frames, the keyframes anytime, and they'll copyright and content match and copyright the video footage as well. And they're totally within their rights to do so. But most of these game devs, especially the indie ones, know that a streamer is going to sell more games. You're getting free advertising, especially if it's a good game. What happens when you get bad games and crappy game devs every single time? What happens? People boycott those games. People give the game devs a ton of backlash. And then we have games sitting on the shelf unsold and having all these copies of them destroyed in dumpsters at GameStop at the end of the year. And then we see all the dumpster dive videos where they're pulling out dozens of copies of unsold games. Because it was a bad game for whatever reason. You can destroy the word of mouth by having a crappy attitude about your customer base. And they're not stealing the game. They're actually transforming it. But see, here's the thing. This is why it's the unwritten rule. Because it is one of those things that people have built entire businesses and corporations and brands out of. You have games like Fall Guys. They get YouTubers playing it, or Among Us. These little games just by little developers. You get these little games coming in and then they get so huge because YouTubers play them. Or Twitch streamers. Look at something like Terraria, for example. That game's still going. And you know why I bought a copy? Because I saw Jesse Cox and Total Biscuit play Terraria, and I laughed my ass off, and I said that game looks really, really fun. I would like to play that. Or Fall Guys. I saw people playing it. That is how you sell these. We do not trust, and we know how your articles work. We know how IGN and Polygon and Kotaku and all these companies who get free review copies of these games work. We know that because they'll go and get a free game and they'll give it a 10 out of 10 because they got a free game and they don't even know how to play these games. They write up these articles based on how woke these fucking games are, especially the AAA ones. And we see it every time, and we don't trust the reviewers. What do? We go to YouTubers who play these games and buy them with their own money. That's what we do. So to tell me for 1 second that this is like a vague threat to enforce it. Martin Sue subscribe. Thank you so much for subscribing. Streamers are worried about their content getting pulled because they used music they didn't. Okay, yeah, and don't use the music. We get it. The artists still need their rights too. I would like it if Twitch had a better copyright claim system for the music, so the artists do at least get ad revenue. I don't mind that. If I'm playing Monster Magnet or something in the background, you know what? Give the guy a couple bucks. Go buy a t-shirt. Go buy their albums. They're fucking awesome. I love them. Or Sim. They're really amazing. They're a Japanese band. Streamers worried about getting their content pulled because they use music they didn't pay for should be more worried of the fact they're streaming games they didn't pay for as well. It's all gone as soon as the publishers decide to enforce it. So don't enforce it. We're doing you a favor. And if you don't know that, then maybe you're part of the problem. Maybe you're part of what's wrong in society. All these people, you're doing the Chuck Wendig thing, aren't you? You are creating such drama and BS that people are going to see this tweet. People are going to see this in a while. The real truth is that the streamers should be paying the developers and publishers for the game of the games they stream. They did when they bought the game. And they're advertising it for you for free. They bought a t-shirt, basically. So if I wear a t-shirt with Jimi Hendrix on it, which I have one just around the corner that I haven't worn yet on camera. If I have a t-shirt, so I paid Jimi Hendrix for that t-shirt, at least his estate. And if I wear it on stream, people are going to be reminded about Jimi Hendrix, and they might go and listen to one of his songs or buy a CD because they're like, hey, I don't have a Hendrix. You're reminding me how much I like it. Should buy a license like any real business and paying for the content that they use. And you know, the second that they start charging that, you're going to kill a lot of independent streamers, and you're going to cause a crash and a collapse in the gaming industry. You're going to cause, because Nintendo would do that. Nintendo would copyright claim all these things. You know, if you want to do that, you could always copyright claim these people on their ad revenue, because their donations are separate. Because the donations are there for them interacting with the viewers, and the donations are there for them entertaining people while playing your game. Because people could go play their game themselves. That's perfectly fine, but a lot of times people are watching Twitch to see if they want to play a game. Or they're watching Twitch while playing the game at the same time with other people. That's what's happening. Were you sleeping when YouTube did this a few years ago? 99% of the companies actively said they wanted the content creators to play their games. Did you miss things like EULAs? Publishers want content creators. I guess we'll see if consumers want Stadia. Remember Stadia? Isn't that the thing that failed miserably? That was the one where you just stream it online. Oh yeah, what about people who have shitty internet? Oh no, you weren't sleeping. You were helping create a toxic workplace. Absolutely gross. Speaking with Polygon, Alex Hutchinson, the games director, said that the developers were inches away from allowing players to choose between a man or a woman as a co-op buddy in the upcoming Shooters multiplayer. What stopped them? Hutchinson said. It was purely a workload issue. Oh, who cares? The team didn't have a female reader for the character at its disposal, nor did we have all of the animations in display. Well, that doesn't sound like a hostile workplace. That sounds like laziness. That sounds just like laziness. So this is probably an SJW person yelling at him. Yeah, it's a she, her. Okay, well, we don't listen to she, hers. I don't like you either. Just based on your little she, her pronouns in the bios. Ugh, these people with their damn pronouns. These people with their pronouns in their bios. Oh, we don't care. We don't care. I swear to God, these people, their only reason for having a pronoun in their bio is to know what the word pronoun means. That's the only reason why they started doing it. They didn't do it to be inclusive of the LGBTQ, XYZ, LMNOP people. They did not do that to be inclusive of anybody. They did that because the world is too stupid and they wanted to point out which ones were so stupid. They needed to follow the trend and say, I know what a pronoun is. I know what a pronoun is. That's an IQ. Twitter's just an IQ test for when the aliens land. So they know which of us, based on our Twitter account and our cell phone location, that's why we have 5G. Which of us we can go into the ships to, be protected from the meteor, or which of them are just going to be left here to have the planet for themselves, I know I will be out in the crop circles. Where are you guys gonna be?
Are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields, are they harbingers of world?
Pronouns in the bios, these people. No, I got more to say about this. It doesn't make any sense, right? It just doesn't make any sense to me that these companies would, okay, you're going to charge me what, a 10-cent licensing fee or whatever, how much licensing fee it's going to be, when I just sold $300 worth of video games. Like when I was playing and I was streaming the Mario, this isn't the one, I was streaming the Paper Mario one, or this one even, if I stream this Mario game, how many people are going to go out and buy this game because I said, oh yeah, you get all three. You get Mario Galaxy, and you get Mario Sunshine, and you get Mario 64, all in one handy-dandy cartridge. How many people are going to go and buy that, right? If I'm doing a Let's Play and showing you, and you guys are remembering, you're like, oh, I remember this level, and I want to go and play this again. How many people bought this? Matthew Hooker did, right? So if they're going to charge somebody like me any licensing, or even ad revenue, even copyright claim, because this is one thing that Nintendo stopped doing. They stopped copyright claiming a lot of these games. They did claim me on this one over here because I was listening to the soundtrack beforehand. So they got all the soundtrack stuff that I was listening to while I was getting ready. But the actual gameplay, they didn't copyright. So if you're just in there in-game, so they don't copyright that. And that's just an automatic bot claim. It's not them hunting anything down or stalking you. But they realized that they were losing more money by people not doing Let's Plays of these. They realized that with Nintendo. So they started saying, you know what, we're going to stop copyright claiming our Nintendo games. We're going to stop content IDing. Some of them they still do, depending on who publishes it. But when it's usually with the first party Nintendo self-publishing sort of stuff, those are usually the ones they've lightened up on. And the Ubisoft, you can do Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle on YouTube and be fine. But I think they started realizing that they were selling fewer copies when people weren't because that's such a modern day thing, is the Let's Play. It is a communal thing. It is people are going to watch a Let's Play of a video game to know if they're going to want to buy it. A lot of the time, people are going to watch somebody playing a video game just like you see it having sports in the other room. You're watching people play sports ball, well, now you're watching people play video games. It's the same sort of mentality. It's just how times have changed and how we've evolved. And if these corporations are so greedy that they want the tiny little nickels and dimes, instead of the $60 a pop that we actually are selling for them by promoting this stuff, especially if you have a platform and a channel, then I don't know what to tell you. And that's why I have so little faith in humanity and in the world these days, because they can't think. They don't understand stuff. And now I've got to rant about how Star Trek Discovery can't even grasp basic concepts of science, such as melting freaking ice.
I like science.
Tell me what you guys think in the comment section of this video that I'm clipping and yelling about. Yeah, we need the Let's Players. They promote your crap. I already said that 10 times. I'm going back to my live chat. Don't you guys go anywhere. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!